everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Diary TV and I am Ogenekaro Asoe. Today we are diving into some exciting football talks, specifically about Nigerian Super Eagles and their new head coach Eric Charles. If you've been following the team, you know it has been a roller coaster lately and fans are buzzing about what is next. The big question on everyone's mind is, how will the Super Eagles play under Eric Charles? Well, stick with me because we've got the latest update straight from the man himself, plus a deep dive into his plan to shake things up, and we will also touch on his background, both as a player and a coach, and how that is shaping his approach with this star-studded Nigerian squad. This is going to be a packed talk, so grab your popcorn or maybe some jollof rice and let's get into it. Start with where the Super Eagles have been lately. If you're a die-hard fan of the Super Eagles, you've probably had some mixed emotion watching the team over the past few years. Once upon a time, the Super Eagles were the king of African football, feared across the continent with flair, power and a trophy cabinet to back it up. 3 African Cup of Nations title, some iconic World Cup moments. Think JJ Okocha dazzling defenders or Rashidi Yekini shaking the net in 1994. But fast forward to 2025 and it's been a bit of a different story. The team has been inconsistent, to put it mildly. Take their 2026 World Cup qualifying campaign for example. As of April 2025, Nigeria is sitting in a shaky spot in Group C. They've played 6 matches so far and guess what? They've got just 1 single win, 4 draws and a loss have left them with just 7 points, trailing group leader South Africa by 6. That's not where a team with talents like Victor Osimhen, Ademola Lookman and Samuel Chukwueze should be, right? Their most recent outing before Charles took charge, like the qualifiers under interim coach Augustine Iguavuen, showed flashes of brilliance but lacked consistency. They dominate possession, create chances, but then either fail to finish or let slip a sloppy goal at the back. Remember that draw against Benin or the stalemate against Lesotho. It's been frustrating because the potential is there, but the results aren't. And let's not forget the stink of missing the 2022 World Cup in quarter. That loss to Ghana still haunts fans. So what's been the issue? Some said it has been a lack of tactical clarity. Others point to poor defending, or maybe even the pressure of managing a squad full of big personalities playing at top European clubs. Whatever it is, the Super Eagles have been stuck in neutral, and that is where Eric Charles comes in. He's got a mountain to climb, but is a promising fresh start. So let's talk about that next. Now, here's where things get juicy. Eric Charles officially stepped into the Super Eagles hot seat in January 2025 and is already dropping hints about how he wants the team to play. In a recent chat, just after his first few training sections and the March World Cup qualifiers against Rwanda and Zimbabwe, Charles laid out his blueprint. And let me tell you, it's got fan talking. His go-to formation, a 4-4-2 diamond. Yup, you heard that right. A setup with a back 4, a diamond-shaped midfield, and 2 strikers up top. For long-time Nigerian football fans, this feels like a throwback to the days where the Super Eagles thrived on pace and power, especially out wide. Charles said this is his base, but he is not rigid. He is ready to switch it up to a 4-3-3 or a 4-2-3-1 depending on the game. Flexibility is the name of the game, and when Nigeria attacking reaches, it makes sense. So, how is this going to work? Picture this: a solid backline with 2 fullbacks and 2 central backs. Think William Troost-Ekong holding it down. Then in the midfield, that diamond shape gives you control. You've got wingers like Moses Simon and Samuel Chukwueze stretching the play, dropping back to defend when needed, and feeding the front two. Up top, it's the Victor Osimhen show with Ademola Lookman playing just off him, linking play like he does at Atalanta. It's a setup built to exploit Nigerian speed and firepower. But it's not just about the formation. Charles is all about high pressing, high tempo, and intensity. He wants his team to fight for every ball, chase down opponents, and turn defenses into attack in a flash. He's been quoted saying, "Football is about scoring goals, so I favor on an attacking style." That is music to Nigerian fans here, right? After years of cautious play, Charles is promising to unleash the Super Eagles flair. Quick think transitions, relentless pressure, and goals. The early signs? Well, in those match qualifiers, we saw glimpses. Against Rwanda, reports said he started with a 4-2-2 diamond, but while the results weren't perfect, a 1-1 draw, there was more intent. Players were running harder, pressing higher, and creating chances. Against Zimbabwe, the same story, a draw. But the attacking mindset was clear. Charles is still fine-tuning, but he's got 4 more qualifiers to get things right. Starting with a must-win clash against South Africa in September 2025. He stressed that beating Bafana is non-negotiable if Nigeria is going to make it to the 2026 World Cup. What is cool about this strategy is how it plays to Nigeria's strength. With Victor Osimhen's finishing, Lookman creativity, and wingers who can bond the defenders, Charles is building a system that could finally unlock this team potential. But it's not all rosy. Defensive organization has been a weak spot, and that high pressing game needs discipline. Will he be able to fix it? We'll find out soon. So, yesterday on our channel, we were talking about who Eric Charles is. Anyways, let's rewind and look at the man behind the plan. Born on November 11, 1977 in Abidjan, Côte d'Ivoire, Charles has got a fascinating story. He moved to France as a teenager and kicked off his playing career there, mostly as a central defender. Over 16 years, he has racked up 375 appearances for clubs like FC Matigues, Versailles, Lens, and Chamois Notiais. Not a household name, sure, but a solid, reliable pro. He's even earned 5 caps for Mali between 2004 and 2006, tying him to his African roots. As a player, Charles was known for his grit and tactical smarts, qualities that screamed future coach. He wasn't flashy, but he understood the game nuts and bolts, especially at the back. That defender's mindset is huge now that he is coaching. See, the Super Eagles have leaked goals in qualifiers, and Charles' experience reading attacks and organizing defenses could be the fix. He's already hinted at prioritizing a stronger backline to complement his attacking ideas. His coaching journey started right after hanging up his boots in 2014. He jumped into the dugout with French lower division sides like GS Consolat, FC Matigues, and Boulogne, cutting his teeth in tough, scrappy leagues. Then in 2022, Mali came calling. He took over their national team and made waves, leading them to the 2023 AFCON quarter-finals, where they lost a heartbreaker to Ivory Coast in extra time. His win rate with Mali was around 57%. Not bad for a guy some Nigerians still call unknown. Chelle's time with Mali also gave him a taste of African football chaos and passion, something he's leaning on now with Nigeria. He beat the Super Eagles in a friendly match in March 2024, ending a 50-year drought for Mali, so he knows the team inside out. That stint ended in June 2024 after a rough World Cup qualifying run, and it taught him how to handle pressure and big talent, skills he is bringing to Abuja. What is unique? He is the first non-Nigerian Africa to coach the Super Eagles. That blend of European discipline from his playing days and African football know-how makes him a white card. His age 47 helps too. He's young enough to connect with players like Osimhen and Lookman, but experienced enough to command respect. It's a balancing act, and his past as a no-nonsense defender might give him the edge. Alright folks, that's the rundown. Eric Chelle is stepping into a massive role with the Super Eagles and is not shying away from the challenge. The team has been stuck in a rut, but with his 4-4-2 diamond high-pressing vibe and attacking focus, he's got a plan to switch things up. His background as a gritty defender turned tactician adds a layer of intrigue. Can he blend that defensive nuance into Nigeria's flair to finally get results? The road ahead is tough. South Africa is up next, and Charles have made it clear. It's a win or bust. Then, there is the 2025 AFCON and the rest of those World Cup qualifiers. Fans are skeptical. Some wanted a bigger name, but Charles is betting on his vision and his results to silence the doubters. What do you think? Will he turn the Super Eagles into a force again? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button if you enjoyed this, and subscribe for more football deep dive. Until next time, stay passionate and keep cheering for the Super Eagles.